Yeah. Did we miss anything?
We did. I just can't remember it. We really clicked record quick on that.
We totally did have something because I mentioned it, and now neither one of us can remember what it was.
Mm-hmm.
There's no God but one. Was it about eating in the temple because we talked about that. The revelry and the debauchery, like all around it would have been chaos. I think that's something people don't get is how really terrifying being in a temple would have been.
For sure. And
okay,
describe it in great detail.
Imagine. Okay, I'm gonna pull. This is. Did we miss anything? So I'm allowed to pull really obscure references.
Do it.
Do you remember in the World Cup, maybe 10 years ago,
Nope.
or 14 years ago?
The Brazil World Cup.
The Zuzuvuelas, the horns, the Zuzuvuelas. They're these long, thin horns. Okay, they're super annoying. They're like, they're really horrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's what most musical instruments sounded like in the day.
Yeah.
So you would have had.
Imagine that.
So you would have had the chaos of the sounds, of cymbals. So Paul actually describes temple chaos. He calls it clashing cymbals. In 13,
clanging
gongs, all that. He's actually talking about the chaos of temple worship. So there's all of this chaotic sound and really high pitched, like scary, freaky sounds. There's a movie where they do a really good job of it. I think it's the movie that has Henry Cavill as Perseus. Anyway. So, but they have those horns and they show it. So you would have the chaos of all of that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then you would have all of the smoke and the smell. Then you would have had the smell of all the blood.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you would have had the screaming and the wailing of all the priests and the priestesses.
Yep.
Okay. Then you would have had the smell from the cooking. Mm-hmm. Then there would have just been the sheer amount of blood everywhere. Then there would have been the sound from the animals being slaughtered.
A lot of blood.
And then on top of it, all of the explicit sort of graphic depravity going on.
Yeah.
And this was like this was normal.
Yeah.
Immortals. Yeah. Theseus. Sorry. So Immortals. But yeah, it was just chaos. Whereas in the Jewish temple, there actually wasn't a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you still had the smell and you had the slaughtering of animals, but it's a little more orderly.
Yeah.
So that's why Paul brings up your worship. That's why 14, when he talks about order and worship, he goes, you don't look like Jesus worshipers.
Yeah.
You look like pagans because of you're absolutely out of control. So yeah. So understanding temple dynamics is, I guess we've never really brought it up. Maybe I probably should in 14. Understanding what temple worship looked like, pagan worship looked like, really kind of helps you understand. Because it was normal. That's the other thing. We would just be clutching our pearls and completely shocked. And they would have been like, I walked by the temple today. It was really loud. Okay, what's for dinner? Temple meat. Oh, again?
Okay.
So, and why eat the temple meat? It's the only way to get fresh meat.
Right. And who doesn't love boiled meat too,
That's
right? That sounds horrible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they would boil it. Yeah.
Nice and soggy beef. But no, I mean, I can imagine like why some of the recent converts, it's such a visceral, intense thing that
because
for all of us,
everything that's being triggered.
Yeah.
So we know. So
sight, smell, sound.
The number one trigger is smell of memories, and as the intensity of the smell in that situation would have triggered it immediately. You would have been brought right back to your paganism in a moment just by smelling the meat.
Not to take this into a weird place, but hi Isaiah.
Hi Isaiah.
Gosh. This is a professional environment.
Guys, we are professionals.
So on this 13-hour drive with my child.
Yes, okay,
right?
yeah.
All right, so we go through Idaho, and Emily has family in Idaho.
Okay.
Who are butchers.
Oh, okay.
They're like great meat, amazing, as fresh as it gets, right?
Okay, yeah.
So, but they have this whole property where they built their house, and then they got their shop and all this stuff. So we were there with Brave, my daughter, my 1.5-year-old daughter. And so we went to say bye to them.
See, I intentionally did not say your daughter's name on the show.
So, man.
No, because
just bleep it.
Yeah. You should do that. Just turn him into the whistleblower graphic.
And then Drew's gonna make a meme out of that. Real quick.
Just redacted.
So
daughter's name redacted.
So it's like a super clean facility, nothing like what would have been back then.
Oh,
but
no, yeah.
It's like they have this thing. So it's the shop where they butcher animals, and then right just a couple feet away outside
it's like a petting zoo.
Chicken coop.
Yeah, chicken coop.
Where they kind of funnel all the stuff.
Oh, it's horrible. It's a smell. That's a smell that never goes away.
So it's in my head right now what they might have been smelling. But here's the thing. Brave is so hard. Like she is such a gangster that Emily and I walked up and like we're like, okay, we've been there before. but it wasn't like busy season for them. So we're like, it might not be as bad. So we were walking over to the chicken coop with Brave, and she's like toddling around, and she's so excited to see the chickens that the smell just hits Emily and I. We almost throw up, and she's just there like, like she doesn't talk yet, but she's just like, all she cares about is the chickens.
Did she say like a chicken?
She does. She does.
Oh yeah, she does talk.
That's
she
her
speaks
sound.
chicken.
She does, just fluently. But all that to say, the smell must have been horrendous. But Brave could have handled it. So unless you were literally a baby, it would have been really bad. For you.
Yeah. No,
apparently,
it would have been.
My kid
horrible.
might just be weird. I don't know.
No. Let me tell you something. Arkansas, it's chickens everywhere in Arkansas. Mm-hmm. I mean, and there are whole sections of Northwest Arkansas, kind of by Fayetteville. Yeah. And the smell. And I had a friend of mine in Bible college who was youth pastoring down there, and he'd go pick up kids like right off the farm to take them to his youth group. Yeah. His car just smelled like chicken coop all the time because the kids got into it.
Secondhand chicken.
Yeah, secondhand chicken smoke. You don't want that smoke.
Don't catch the smoke.
Don't catch that chicken smoke. Look at all these chickens.
That's my favorite meme.
Look at all these chickens.
Look at all those chickens. I should probably quit while
Not
we're
a lot of chickens in the Bible if you pay attention to it. Yeah.
It's unclear.
I thought I'd point that out.
It's a really good protein that just skipped right over.
Good lean. Not a lot of lean proteins in the Bible, actually. I guess.
No.
Yeah. Fish.
Yeah.
Quail.
That's very
quail. Yeah. I remember. The basketball announcer thing.
Oh, what's your voice?
Yeah.
Do your announcer voice.
All right. So my announcer voice would be, so we were okay, so it was Central Bible College, Springfield, Missouri. May she rest in peace. We were the Spartans, which I don't understand why our Bible college was named after godless pagan warriors, but that's
great.
Again, neither here nor there.
Don't get caught in the details.
Okay, so I would say, I kind of get into it. Okay. I'm
so excited.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the historic the Hamel Arena on the beautiful grounds of Central Bible College in historic Springfield, Missouri.
Historic.
Yeah, and then we would say, welcome. And then but the big one was now, for the dozens in attendance and the millions listening around the world on internet radio, it's hoop time. It was hoop time. Yeah.
Can I please get that hoop time?
It's hoop time.
Devin, I need that isolated and sent to me pronto. Got a new ringer.
Yeah. For the dozens in attendance. And so we had just started internet radio to broadcast the games. This is like 1997. Okay. So I literally would say, for the dozens in attendance and the millions listening around the world on internet radio.
Amazing. I feel like I'm there. Did you guys win a lot?
Our team was very, very good. Yeah.
That makes it a little easier.
Yeah. Won a couple of national championships.
Wow.
While I was the announcer. Yeah.
Under your voice.
Absolutely not. No. Everyone got a nickname. That was my big thing, was nicknames. So yeah.
So before we end this, I need to get a nickname.
Well, you did have a nickname. We can't share my old nickname for you because you're from Sacramento, so I can't.
Oh man.
Yeah, we can't.
You can. The people listening in the car can just imagine.
Yeah.
Just Google what Sacramento natives call their town.
Yeah.
Let your imagination run wild.
Okay. I should get a nick. What would be a nickname?
An appropriate.
Part of it is you're so young looking, you'd probably get something like Babyface or.
Dang.
Yeah. Babyface Baca. What kind of basketball player were you? Were you like an outside shooter, point guard?
I was husky, but too small to be in the paint.
So the brick.
I was a brick.
Yeah. So
I could make some shots, but I wasn't quick enough to get there.
Yeah, the brick, based on your body size, not on your shooting ability. So something like that.
Husky was the kind of way that
we had a guy who he bleached blonded hair, so he was obviously the natural.
Amazing.
We called him the natural. One of our outside shooters, the rifleman, Ryan Moore. Ryan, if you're out there, that's probably my all-time favorite nickname. It's the rifleman Ryan Moore. Or Isaiah, you may remember this guy, Jason Bowman. We worked with him on some consulting branding stuff. He was Big Daddy. Big Daddy Jason Bowman from Tenino, Washington.
Wowzers.
Checking in at center from Tenino, Washington.
So
the Big Daddy, Jason Bowman.
The Big Daddy.
I took it way too seriously.
That's
loved
just the
it.
hallmark of a great entertainer.
They have a little Hall of Fame. I tried to get into the broadcasters wing, but they wouldn't.
Create it?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.